Okay, so the anti-milk crowd, especially the or in particular, the anti-cow milk crowd, I really wish you'd give it a rest. It really makes no sense to me. Now, I'm not saying everybody needs to drink cow's milk to be healthy. There are alternatives. Just make sure it has some calcium in it because milk. I was taught in college was almost like a perfect food except it lacks iron, and I did go to school for nutrition. So you can't live on milk, and you can certainly live without it. A lot of people have problems digesting milk. Um, Lactose intolerance. That's the sugar in milk. So you can get lactate milk where it's already digested. You can take lactase enzymes, or you can experiment with different forms of milk, like yogurt or cottage cheese, where the enzyme's already digested. Now, what a lot of people nowadays are suggesting is raw milk. So I've looked it up. There's no benefits to drinking raw milk, only risk because it's not pasteurized. And it's not even legal everywhere. So it's not easier to digest. The lactose is not removed. There's not more protein in it. There's not more calcium in it. There's not really a benefit to it. So this particular doctor posted on his Instagram really just ripping on milk. We shouldn't drink it. Other animals don't drink other animals' milk. Other mammals don't drink other mammals' milk, like we're drinking a cow's milk. But I don't see other mammals building cities and driving cars or shooting shotguns or writing books or anything. So it's kind of a silly argument. And even in the comments, there's people saying that, yes, I did carnivore. And the doctor, I think it was even the doctor that was writing this post, basically because of electrolyte problems, recommended that he drink milk. And I commented that, yes, after a workout, skim milk has protein, it has sodium, it has potassium, and after an intense workout, chocolate milk has even more recovery agents, meaning what you need: some carbohydrates, some protein, some potassium, some sodium. So, I just got ripped for that. People call me stupid, and you should only drink raw milk. Now, the reasons for drinking raw milk, I'll go through this person's reasons. He said that you had to drink whole milk because you needed the fat to form your brain. Yes, you do need full fat milk up until you're about 5 or 8 years old to fully form your nervous system and your brain. But we're talking about adults here. He said you needed the full fat of milk to avoid blood sugar spikes. It's not true either, because if you're not diabetic, you're not going to have a blood sugar spike that means anything at all. And if you were diabetic, you wouldn't be drinking milk. In between meals, you'd be drinking it with a meal, which if you drank a glass of milk with, chicken breast and rice with some butter on it or vegetables with some butter on it, all the foods, the mixed meal together would be digested, and the milk would not, or the sugar, lactose in milk would not spike your blood sugar. And I don't remember what his third reason was, but it was false as well. I think he said it was toxic. Again, if milk is toxic, pasteurized milk, why is raw milk not toxic? It doesn't make any sense. Pasteurization is just a quick flash of heat to kill bacteria, make the milk safe for you to drink. This has been around for a long time and widely accepted. Why do people like this doctor profess such a contrarian idea about nutrition? It's usually to sell something, because he does sell stuff. He sells testing and he sells supplements and things like that. And I mean, really, just don't fall for it. I'm not saying you got to go out and drink a ton of milk, but it's great to drink milk if you can. I think it's great. It's great for your kids to try to drink milk. As we get older, we get less tolerant to it. So you might have to do one of the things I said before, but just really, it's crazy. It's. I really think that the comments that I was getting was from a private account with very few um, followers and almost no posts. And I think it's usually, most of the time, I think it's usually just the original poster with ghost accounts making comments, because he basically just called me an idiot and then disappeared, and you couldn't reply. So my comments, which proved all three of his points wrong, that it's not toxic, that it's not going to raise your blood sugar, and you don't need fat for your brain as an adult or past the age of 8. No one would ever see them because they can only see him calling me an idiot. So that's that.